Good evening, this is Corey with the Painted Peacock. I was asked to paint for a private party. I always like to ask, what kind of image would you like to paint? My response to this one was something whimsical and fantasy. I confess I was very nervous. I'd never done anything like this before. I decided I wanted to do something with a dragon and using both sunset and nighttime. And so I've created this very simple sunset background using turquoise, aqua, magenta, and yellow. The overlap of these colors do create some secondary colors as well, such as the purple in the middle and a little bit of orange just above the yellow. I also wanted to make sure that I did something magical on the ground here. I decided on the fairy's tree. I used black for the trunk, and keeping my brush perpendicular, I'm able to create these little zigzag shapes which lend themselves to the interpretation of branches and twigs. With my branch layout here, I'm giving myself a general shape of what I want the tree to look like. I plan on sponging the leaves on later, which will allow me to make continued adjustments. For my dragon, I am simplifying it by doing a series of simple shapes. Whenever I am preparing a demo, I need to take into account that I need to not only duplicate what I've done, but be able to articulate what to do with my students. So I try to keep things in very general shapes. Missed a little bit of white here, we're just tidying that up. My goal is to have the dragon's wings as the night sky, and that the dragon is the bringer of night. So we're just going to fill in this entire area with black. When asking my daughter on the opinion of the dragon shape, she informed me it was too skinny and looked like it needed a sandwich. I'm going to do some arms and some legs. Again, just general shapes and easy brush strokes. Using a toothbrush and some watered down white, I will eventually add some stars. But first, let's add some leaves to our tree. Using a sponge, and I elected to do purple leaves, I am just dabbing it up and down so that I make sure there are the holes in between the leaves. Using a little light purple now on top of that, and see the depth that it has created. Now taking that toothbrush, I am running my thumb across the toothbrush so that it flicks little stars into my sky. I impatiently tried to paint a moon, but the black was too wet. I decided, after much sass, to just use a blow dryer. And now the white works so much better. I decided to add some stars using a small brush in little star-shaped patterns. Eventually, but for now, I'm going to add a little magic into my tree. By tapping in little white dots with my paintbrush and then using my finger to push the paint out a little bit, it softens the intensity of the white dot and makes it look a little glowy around it. Finishing down here on the bottom. And here's my completed piece with the stars in the sky. Thank you for joining me for this one. Have a lovely day.